DNA. Okay, so naturally, there is something in our system, okay, that we term as the BRCA1 and the BRCA2. They are genes. They are names of some genes in our body that God created. And these genes, their purpose there in the body is to make sure that whenever there is any form of tumor forming in the body, they will bring it down and suppress it. So as much as we are talking about breast cancer or any form of cancer or tumor in general, God has created our body in such a way that our body have a system that fights it. Before, if it's not able to fight it, then it gets to where it has to go. So these genes, they are the ones in control. Omejuma no no. Say nipa bia no a ye wo ho no no. Tumor anase badwa bi ebe start say be fifi woni pedua ni mu a saa genes we omejuma omo ye woni pedua ni mu say omo be shut ne down say the be ya onyi na on fifi. But we have these people in their genes, they don't have these things. They lack it from birth. One febiamba. Because of that, these people automatically and naturally tumor bi peja ni mu a eno ani so otum rikasa. And so that is how come your mother will get breast cancer, sister will get breast cancer, granddaughter will get breast cancer. Breast cancer is in there. Or not even breast cancer alone, any other form of cancer. Then it becomes a family history. So that is for the genetic. So like the family history is just connected to the genetics I mentioned. The family history whereby you know, your parents have suffered it before. There's a tendency. And so we are able to know the type of breast cancer. Even with that, there is a probability that if anybody in your family line, not the extended one is what I'm talking about, not only the close people or our mothers and our fathers, but it goes to the extension. So sometimes when our relatives die, let us find out what really killed them. Because sometimes they hide it from us. So some of us too, we know the history of our family. But when we go to the hospital and they ask us, "Me pacho, where will feel? Oh, Debbie, where will feel Debbie? Everything Debbie, everything negative Debbie." But you know, when you come and you give the proper information, it guides us to know that and then you are this person. Who said a show? So please, it's just a passerby. When we go to the hospitals and we are giving our history, please, let's bring it out as it is. Intime pacho history no obi anya bi wa busuani ma also betimi anya pacho yenko. Early menarchy, just like I mentioned earlier on, Accra wenya ne menses intem. Unya ne intem a said the church move first no. So there is the probability that you are going to have menstruation for a longer period of time where these hormones are going to be in play for a longer period and they can prone you into getting breast cancer. Please, let's go. So, if you have not given birth before, or you give birth in your late age, so just like I explained earlier on, it also happens here. You don't give birth early, you give birth around age 40, or age 50, or age 45. So it means you have not broken the cycle of pregnancy since you were born. So you are just letting them go and come. So you are prone to getting breast cancer. And then the birth control pills. There are some of us here, every day they get accidents. Make accidents and assume. You are emergency contraceptives. Within the week, go to me for emergency bed 3 times. Who did they be on emergency? You see, so they will be abusing these emergency pills and the family planning things that they have just inculcated them in their system. And these things, they are hormonal made. So, hormones na umuwe sa hormones na yede estrogen no, any progesterone no, omutimi ma cancer no eba no. Sa hormones na yede aye sa ndrondro no. Nti se ofa ewo omucha, the probability of you getting breast cancer is very high. And as obi so na se ujaya, it takes like 10 years for your system to get back to itself. And to ask yourself, those of us who have been abusing the emergency contraceptives, are we here? Please, let's go. So inadequate or short-term breastfeeding. There are some mothers, some people they give birth and they say, oh, me need time. Oh, for now, then I don't want a sucking breast. So they will leave their babies and they will not breastfeed. The fact that the baby is suckling, pulling, and this thing, it suppresses your destiny. To try no for what breaking cycle no, of the progesterone hormone no. Into abema we must have take effect. Into also sa no, you are prone of getting breast cancer. But time. The lifestyle here me pa alcohol abuse. We will be out time nom ensa. Ema estrogen production or system ni echo show. And I feel so no. Ema we stressed. Na afi adamage DNA no. Adamage DNA na say cells no. Inti wait me cancer. And then smoking. To say I can't say smoking now, it's not only about cigarettes. You go, you meet our JSS, SHS with this shisha. Shisha no, or bekwa snap pub every Friday or to pub or shisha. When our young girls are going out, let's find out the things they do out there. Fridays, oh, we are going for a party. Friday be another or party, Saturday or party. When they sit down, if you take shisha for 2 hours, you have consumed about 200 sticks of cigarettes. So imagine so they Friday be alcohol in a month, me patch cigarettes and wa consuming. And so we and then yamabia yes this smoke eba there are some carcinogens in the smoker. Mrs. DNA no na ama cancer aba. Pastor Ablo, I'm coming in. So when it comes to breast cancer, we have 5 types. Say 5 types. We normally hear of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, but we actually have stage 0. So the stage 0 is where afena adiana babesha, or sometimes it's like as tiny as a grain. If it is as tiny as a grain, no, to whether equal to or less than 2 centimeters. No phone. Okona ubani yehune ntema eno no. Yebetimi treat no. It has about 90% treatment tendencies of you getting survivor. Into no and screening who here and no na stage 0. And at stage 1 no. Na afe say a tube ni mu na wa. Afe de tretre e wo tube ni mu. E wo tube na mu ba tretre wo tube ni mu. So breast na no so afe tretre or breast na no. And call other parts of the breast tissues. Stage 2 no. Na afe call other parts of the breast tissues. We're free abia ducts nim, abia or lobes nim. And then stage 3, now they go into the areola. That is your armpit area. Then they go into the bloodstream. The bloodstream, then stage 4, they spread to other parts of the body. Then metastasis takes in. Sometimes you go, oh, breast cancer no, I spread it to see I do lungs I call yem, I sell yem near ma, I say a cold trim, a cold brain mu. Aha. So those are the types of cancer. Please let's go. Switch. And so breast cancer. So with breast cancer, you know, it doesn't show any sign. The moment you see signs and symptoms that we are going to watch, then it means you have advanced to maybe stage 2, 3, 4, thereabouts. That is why we love to do the breast screening a lot, so that we can hint them at 0. Then at 0, it is treatable. Not call baby. But if you wait and you don't screen and you are just there, you don't do anything, you think, oh, minyan lamp. It's not always about lamp. Sometimes it takes you by surprise. So when we no. Now we do best stage 4, stage 3. Into rashes, beba no for ne ho. Sometimes so we squeeze no for now. We say eba no ensofin, and I say moja, and I say scent wom. And sometimes so we say reddish wavy, and no for ne ho I reddish. And I think so no breast size no about quite kese same back and I kese abnormally. I think so bajwa. You can feel that as a baby during our menstrual and ovulation phase, our breast gets heavier, and yes, I know na yeka lump. And 90% of about 80% of lumps who are breast they don't end up in breast cancer. Tipacho who lump ama oyemo show. And no just when you breast cancer. But lump is also an indication that breast cancer had. And then we have nipple retraction. No for another point about saying we want a trichom. You have to report as soon as possible. And a dimple, yeah, die afternoon when you be no for no say dimple be a better home. A trichom, a one change in pacho breast cancer. Hey, sorry, pacho reports in a share at the coin. And I said, no for nebe hono na shete you know. Please let's go. This is how bad it can get. It becomes so a crow. Obi the best them are ferry so bepi. Na a pro, na a ye crow, na ye de a bibi drone in yema ye. Na obe wuse. Aye bubuja. Pacho baby say me de na me wuse me ye breast cancer na me breast cancer. Inti nyama ye de be diagnose you no. Breast examination ye na ye be bi wa ha say. Ye examine wo na ya hwe say ono for no it saying bibia ye okay wo mu ana. And I will be a friend of mammogram. Mammogram no 40 years for and omo ye dey omo ye. And I will breast ultrasound and also no scan aye twa no for. And no there obia age bia etimi twa. Ye will MRI and also to say mammogram and all biopsy. Biopsy no ye hu say bibi wo ho no man na ye pese e confirm ya. Na ya tissue of the part of the breast na ade nesi no. Na ya kohwehwe mu. Ye kohwehwe mu na ya sure say e breast cancer inten no na ye biopsy. Stages, patchomy stages. Let's go, please. I don't know. The treatment options, depending on the tenderness and the severity of the breast cancer, no, then that is where we are going to know whether we are going to have surgery and remove maybe the lump alone, or we are going to cut the breast, either one breast or two breasts. Don't get scared. Now, when you do the breast, we cut the breast, we have something called breast construction, where we can fix a new breast for you right there and then. Radiation therapy. So that one is more like a radiation, you know. Right? Because radiation, anything that has heat. Into heat, na ye cells na e won no for ni na aye cancers, no. That is radiation. And the chemo, it also comes in the form of heat. So the prevention tips, regular self-examination. 2 or 3 days after your menses, as a woman, on your breast, be your doctor. Stand in front of a mirror, put your finger here, and use these ones or the 4. Massage it, massage your breast, and then look out for some abnormalities. When you are done, squeeze the nipple to see, say, "Nsuobeba." Na one kasawa your breast doctor. But then, 2 days or 3 days after your menses, be me pacho yearly. Now I call for clinical checkups to say the yebe na examine. And then maintain a healthy lifestyle. Let's eat well, because some of the food we eat, they make us so big that obesity sets in. And obesity also is a form of something that brings your system down, and you can be prone to breast cancer. Pastor, okay, so thank you. I'll take some few questions, please. Some few questions. The myth and the fact, you want it? It is very important, yeah. Pastor, and please, somebody is saying something, it is very true. Please, if our health is our concern, let's at least have some small time for ourselves. We are almost done, we are done. Please, can you show us the myth and the facts? Somebody is interested, and I think it's also very important. So when you go out there, somebody will say that, oh, ade we say, you can be the one that will start, or it can start from you. Breast cancer. And I say breast cancer is contagious. Hey, my no, yes, when you breast cancer, sorry, I'm in you. I will not sit by her. She will come and infect me. Please, it's not contagious. And then people also say that, oh, this one is for the middle-aged people, low. So we the youngsters today, a child of 16 years, I know, have gotten breast cancer. So it's not about middle age. And then all breast lumps are cancerous. I've already eradicated that myth. That's not all breast cancers, not all lumps are breast cancers or lead to breast cancers. And then Only women get breast cancer. Yes. So this one is very important. Our men, when we are doing such programs, they think always, as for breast, it's about the women. When you take 100 men, at least you get one of them getting breast cancer. It has also started coming. Maybe, if we don't take care, very soon it will be spreading in the men's lives. So let's be attentive and let's also partake whenever there are such programs. Breast cancer is a death sentence? No, not at all. So when you screen and we are able to detect it on time, early detection do what? It saves lives. So that is the take-home message. Early detection. Early detection. Thank you. So let me take them.
Praise the Lord. My question is that how can the men know some of the breast cancer that the women have? Like, you know, sometimes I say, how can the men know?
How can you know?
Yeah, when the
your woman.
Yeah.
So with the signs and symptoms I have given. So there's another myth that when you suck the breast, it will not be cancerous. Please, it's not true. In terms of chinofone barrier, say, breast cancer. But you see, it's about trying to, in the process of making love to your wife, you are supposed to touch the breast in such a way that you are not touching it for feelings alone, but you are being a doctor at that moment and instant. You are looking out whether in some way you say lamp, but you are bedem. My wife, see no for no skin as a color no as a dimple be a better home. I say me feel this about quiet back. So as much as we are being our own breast doctors, our men and our husbands, please help us to do that and do it effectively. So when you take your time, some of the signs and symptoms we have mentioned, you will see them. And then you can tell her to take it up. Yourself, as a man. Okay, so with the men, it normally happens with men that have, as a fats, or my chest and so more.
How can a man know a woman that has breast cancer?
Oh, like you are walking like this, you want to be scanning through and see, hey, does she have breast cancer?
There are some women you can fix, a man can touch a woman's breast. You can sometimes a man suck a woman's breast. So instead of you sucking
So no. So if you are not the type of man who is just roaming around to suck breasts, but you have a special breast to yourself, then it means you have to pay attention to it. And whilst you are paying attention to it, all the signs and symptoms I mentioned, if your wife is not looking out for it, you may be the one to tell her that. So the signs and symptoms will still give you a clue that there is something wrong. So go and check and let's see what is happening. Okay. The question is okay. Oh, Anka Obaba, nobody has a question.
Na wochire no woyi bibi kire se obi wo ho a ye be wo no ade bi wo ho ese se ewo nimu enso no de na oni bi kra enti saafo no ebe de no wahu se saa de no oni bi kra na so oni bi kra nso a ebe de no ya boa no emo no nso enya na apomuden.
It's a very intelligent question there. So if you have seen that it's in your bloodline, there is a lab that you do to tell you whether you have it in your DNA, the genes, these genes. So then it means you have to go and screen and see whether you have these genes in the first place to be sure. Now when you do it and you know you have it, then it means that also you have to be doing often checks. Oh, na wako no akutra. Oh, yeah, 1 year no. Maybe you there, maybe assessment be you go and take. But we have people that when they realize that it's in their genes, and they know that adena minibi inte o mimojem inte wan hwe ya metime yan intem, they come to the hospital themselves and they say take away the tissues and this thing from the breast and give me artificial cosmetic. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Pacho, my producer is signing out. So they are watching us on MBN TV. A program be MBN TV, a friend of Emma Time, any Mabun Apomudin, Ejumeti. na yeye no Sunday bia 8 p.m. eba MBN TV wo de we fidie ne to ho a obehwe yen nti e mata ne mebu apomuden na ye nyina ya baso nti no me sign out e mata ne mebu apomuden dwumadie e de na we ye aba da se ne ye besan ehia da se ne ye hia ye wo topic kama asonko bi a ye ne mo ebedi ho nkomo ai oye strength e na we sese menim kama sanso e na regional fashion empire omo lekema polyclinic kwan ne so hono ma omo nso e na omo ahyamatade kama sanso e na Abby's makeup ono nso oye mitinwin ehyehyehye ho kama e de mame e na mama J ice cream omo nso omo boy chidom sasa na street cake omo nso omo boy chidom that's na ye be say share bye bye. Breast cancer yare eye kokram yare bia se wo ba o man Ghana mu a edi emanya yie pa eno ne the most leading cause of cancer a ekumma e wo Ghana ha sei afi bia no emma be se 4000 ene achire ena enya breast cancer a se ansa na afi ne be ko na wieye no na emu fa kese na yahwe wo mo sankrofo we no mo ye wo mo a yahyeda a examine wo mo ama ye hu se wo mo yare ni bi ye wo bebre a wo mo ewo wo nkronkra se ene ba bi bebre a wo mo de wo mo am screening ti no yankan wo mo amfra sa number maboyi so enu ti na akohia se oba bia eba no October month ya breast cancer awareness ye bo ho de roya wo de wo ho beba na bia ya ye examination no wo so be aveli wo ho na wakọ na ya examine wo atadre ene ya te dene MBN TV ye ne Maranatha Power Ministry yaka ye ho abomu a ye bo moden akahia pe a doctor fo akunini a wo mo address ko eba no emma ya rehwemu a tweben on the 26th of this month October the last Sunday of this month share yen e wo Maranatha Power Ministry eni ye mramesom enya osom ne kekewo ye de akunini a omadore esuko e wo breast cancer yarehwemu ebeba no ma be kyerɛkyerɛ yen na ye hu ni ate breast cancer ase na ye wi a enye no ano no ye be sanso aye breast screening screening ma biara ne mema bia wo mo beba se ye screening wo mo enu ti hia yen kwasiada 26th of October na yenye breast cancer screening ene nkyerɛkyerɛ yi ye be hia e wo Maranatha Power Ministry 8 o'clock anopetututu bra na yene wu emonkomo emfa wapomuden ho abra yesu nyame asem no na breast screening so koso early detection saves life in Tnafi metwen wo ho bye bye.